I've been asked to make some lathe dogs. I've made a bit of a mock-up, which I'm not really happy, or wasn't really happy with. I need to make some various different sizes, so I'm going to make them all like this. Basically it's some round stock with various size holes put in to make the teardrop, and 2 flats put on, and obviously a thread in the end. So that's what I'm going to make. I'm going to make different sizes. I've already faced this off and zeroed it. I need to take it down, and that end I need to take down 18mm, that and the -X, and 3.5 on the X, which is giving us a 7 overall. So we're on 18, now we're on 1.5. No, that's not right, is it? 3.5, which gives me 7. Yeah, that leaves me 6mm then on this bit here. So we're doing 7 cuts at 48. Now I'll change that, do 8 cuts at 42. Just don't spatter it about quite so much. Okay, this is the last cut. When that's done, I just put chamfer on the end there. I'll need to bring it out just a little bit and put a taper on this end. Okay, so it's like chamfer on the end there. Just take the sharp edge off. Okay, so now I need to bring that out a little bit. I just had to move the camera a little bit because it's a little bit close. Brassed enough, make a mess, don't it? Right, zero the Z axis. Already zeroed on the X axis. Taper turning on the Rockatronics. It's already set up from the last time. -6 on the Z and minus the 3.5, which is what I've already gone in there. So that should end us up with rot on the edge there, in theory. You notice when it does a external cone, it's doing it backwards. So it's moving away from the headstock. just going to clean it up a bit with a file, take the sharp edges off. Makes it look a bit less like a taper. Give it a clean up as well. I've lost me, what have I lost? Emery cloths, I knew what I meant. Out of the way. So now I've got to take it out, cut it off and turn it round and do the other end. I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, we're in the other way round now. So now it's a matter of facing that off very carefully because it's only held on by the 6mm piece now. I'm only taking half a mil off to start with and we'll go from there. Yeah, I think it wants a little bit more off in a minute. Take another half off. Yeah, so we better zero that. Then we've got to put a taper on, the same as we did the other end. We'll zero that. Now we want to go to external taper, or external cone they call it. Zero that. And I'm going 10 at 0.29 because there's left meat now in the chuck, so I don't want to take too big a bite. Then we've got to put a 4.4 hole in there for a 5mm thread. Do the same as I did before. get rid of the sharp edge. Right. Put a starter hole in. Rockatronics can go off, we don't need that. Throwing the lathe tool around. I think it was 4.4, wasn't it? No, it was 4.4 steel. Just going to drill it in sort of halfway. These drill bits have already been treated for use with brass. Only use them for brass. I've got 2 sets. One set for steel and one set for brass. That's in far enough, I think. No, a bit more. That's it. Now it's got to go into the mill and have flat spot on it. So we'll start the thread and then finish off in the voice. Good enough. Once I put the flats on, I put it in the voice and then finish it off, because I can see once I got the flats on and a hole in it, I can see how far I need to go in. But at least starting the thread, you know it's going to be straight. I'll bring you back when I'm on the mill. Okay, we're set up at the mill and I've put this into a square collet block. I've put a screw jack underneath to support it. Basically I'm going to touch off and then zero the DRO, then take it down to 3mm. I'll do sort of half of it first, then come over and do the other half, because I haven't got an end mill quite wide enough to do right across. There we are, that's the 3mm off that side. Just got to turn it over and take 3mm off the other side now. But I'm not going to show that as well. Okay, we're ready now to do the teardrop. I put a screw in there, a couple of threads, just to give something for the jack to sit on to support it, and I've already put a 1mm hole in there. This is a 1.5mm end mill, which is the next one up. It's just a matter of progressively going up larger and larger. Now I have to change it to the next size up. Trouble is, I have to change the collet as well. So I have to make quite a few of these different sizes, but I'm only going to show the one. When I move it up, I go up about 3/4 of a hole, not the whole hole, if you know what I mean. You can't do it with a drill because it would distort, whereas the end mill doesn't, as long as you don't plunge it in too quickly. Yeah, you can see the teardrop forming now. I mean, I could do it with just a hole, but then you wouldn't be able to use it for different sizes of stock. You know, if you want to turn something down between centres, say 3mm and 5mm, you'd have to have one for each hole, whereas this will do more than one piece of stock. I have to run a file in there afterwards, just take the rough edges off. But it gives you the basic teardrop shape. One more, that's 5mm. Next one. A bit long-winded, but I can't really think of any other way of doing it. Last one. See, there's the basic teardrop shape, and these little serrations in there just need smoothing out with a file. I haven't shown making the screws because they're much of a muchness really. The only one I haven't made is this one. Got a steel one in there at the moment. I haven't got a bit of brass the correct size, so I'll make that one when I get the brass in. I've just ordered a bit of brass, so just thought I'd show you the finished things. They're not as good as the original, I suppose, but they look better than the mock-up that I made. In fact, I made 2 mock-ups and I wasn't happy with either of them, although they'll do the job and they'd be right for me to use, I suppose, but for somebody else, making them for somebody else just made them a little bit better, I think. Hopefully, anyway. Hope that was entertaining. As you can see, they're all set up on the, or should I say, it's all set up on the Pultra lathe. And it will turn between centres quite happily using my new 8mm lathe centre. That'll do the job a treat, I think.